heading out of town. Just met Blake from Bluedog prospecting. We're heading out the back of the bush to try and find a bit of gold with a couple of blokes from, I think they come from down Coffs Harbour way. So we'll get out here, get away from the town while the silly jacaranda's running around everywhere. So we'll get out here and we'll see if we can get something. Alright, get back to you later on. There we are, we're out in the forest, heading in to meet these other fellas. Blake's behind me, possibly run a bit late, but anyway, we'll get there. It's beautiful coming up through here, the big tall timbers. It's just absolutely beautiful getting out here in the bush. Enjoying it, enjoying the Australian bush, mate. What better life could you have? Alright, I'll get back to you when I get up here. Well, we met up with the gentleman from round Coffs Way, and we're driving up in this forestry road now and following him in to a little place. Yeah, let's hope you have a good day. Hope the heat stays away. Seems to be it's nice in the forest here. I hope it stays cool. Alright, get back to you later on when we get where we're going. Never been here before, so it'll be interesting. Well, we got here, coming down here and check this spot out. Young fella out here already, and he's been out here for a couple of hours and said he's got a couple of pickers already. So we'll get down here and have a bit of a look, see. Yeah, you can see where the boys have been digging here years ago.
Yeah, well, they got 800 ounces up in the gully up the top there.
Fanning, oh yeah. One spot up further, the old fella's got 800 ounces apparently, but you can see here where there's been diggings and all around the side of the hill here.
Real nice water rock. That's the thing, so many people have worked through here, but now, like, if you really get into the crevices and do the more finesse cleaning up and that, you'll get nuggets.
You'll pick it up.
Out of here.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, where everyone else has
more
been.
like just a check the detector with, but that's the best one.
I did the same.
That's the best one I got down the corner, the next corner sort of thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty good, eh?
Just underground sort of thing.
Yeah, no, well, if I can find something
really
like
worn, so you can, you know, it's coming down here, or coming out the other gully that we know.
Yeah.
A bit further down, but
yeah,
that's a pretty good river system, this one.
For this rock to wear like
Look at that, what he's got this morning.
That's pretty good.
I should have got up early too.
Not a bad little haul for a couple of hours this morning. A bit of crevicing.
5:30. I knew I shouldn't have waited up the corner for him for so long.
Alright, we'll see what we can get later.
Oh, that's good.
Righto, just have a look at this, eh? Bloody beautiful down here, isn't it? Nice little stream. Just lovely. The other boys are upstream a little bit from me. I decided to come down here a bit and have a look. And as you can see, if the creek comes around there, and we've got this sheet of bedrock across here, and a lot of grooves in it. I'm going to have a look at this piece here. You can see this rock sitting in here. It's got a bit of hard packed stuff beside it. I'm just going to have a bit of, see if I can move that out and have a look in behind it, and see if we get anything out of here. Like it's up a little bit from the low part of the creek, but when she's in flood, mate, she'd be roaring up around there somewhere. And a lot of good cracks and crevices in under the rocks here. I might have a bit of a work across there later on if I get something out of this one here. Alright, we'll see how we go. Well, I cleaned that from underneath that rock out, but it wasn't as hard packed under there as I thought. You can see that's it's a bit sandy. But I'll give it a pan and we'll just see if there's any colour in it at all. If there is, well, have a bit of a look around this area a bit more. Alright, I'll let you know what happens. Well, we're up the creek a bit further than where we were earlier and haven't really found anything yet, but I found this spot here. You can see someone has put a bit of work into here. They come right down along the edge of this rock, right down into that corner. So I had a bit of a scratch in there. I remember what Andrew of Adventure Gold told us on one of his movies. Don't be afraid to dig in someone else's diggings. You know, they might have got all the overburden off and got down to the pay layer, and yeah, maybe their wife or something's called them to come home. So they've left the gold there for me. But anyway, I had a bit of a dig down here, just scratched a bit off the top of a bit of rock there. Not really got into it yet. Just a bit of a test pan, and yeah, got a couple of specks there. So it's probably worth having a bit more of a scratch into this one. You can see there where what, four little specks. One's a little bit chunky, but I'll clean this out a bit more and see if I can get anything else. Very good. Well, I've just cleaned out the top of that rock there, and I've got those 4 specks in the first pan. Second pan, I've just got that one. So what I'm thinking about doing, might dig back in to that clay layer a bit underneath there and just see if I can get something out of that in there. And if there's nothing in there, well, I'll go somewhere else. Alright, let's have a look.
Spinning in the vortexes in there.
Yeah.
You can see it here if you want to watch that rock slippery.
This is Blake's new gold rat. He's it's only a little short one, but by Christ it works good. So he's just gonna feed a bit of stuff in on it here.
I'll just show. See the material just spins around in the vortexes there.
Oh, that'll be good, mate. So what, are you going to run a bit of stuff through it, are you?
Yeah, mate, yeah. Just out of the crevice. Put it in the pan in.
Yeah, see how she keeps it agitating around, doesn't it?
Mm. I see it here, just the way it spins around.
Yeah, and it's got those little holes in the centre where it all drops, the gold drops down into the holes. Oh, that's a beauty.
Same as the one I ordered you, mate.
Yeah, I'm getting one of these. I can't wait to get it. A bit of a go. It's a lot easier than carrying that great big bastard I've got around. We nearly need 2 people to carry it.
This one just fits straight in my backpack, so
yeah,
it's good.
That'll be good. That's the gold rat. She's a ripper.
Usually catches all your gold within the first couple of cells too.
Yeah.
You see how it goes rushing past and you got little low pressures.
Yep. Swirls around there. And the good thing about it, as you can see, you don't need a big flowing creek to get your water. You only need a little bit of water flowing across it, and it works well.
It's got that 9 degree sort of angle.
Yeah. Oh, I reckon it's magic. It'll suit me, like.
And I'm feeding it pretty quick.
Yeah, you don't have to have a 6-foot long bloody sluice these days, do you? Not like the old fellas had to have.
No, mate.
You've got all the different matting and everything these days.
The bigger ones are okay if you don't have to classify them.
Yeah.
This one you want to do.
Still classify it, yeah.
Yeah, about 1/2 inch is a bit too big still.
Yeah, but the thing is, like you said, like it saves a lot of panning.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah.
You know, you've classified that down in the bucket.
Yep, straight in with the Abbey
and then
pump.
come straight down here and pan it. Not pan it, put it through the gold rack. But you know, I've been up there bloody panning for ages and for 5 specks. We'll just see what happens here.
Oh, I got a couple of little pickers.
Yeah, that's all right.
And you can pretty well bog it up too. It's good for sand as well, apparently.
Yeah.
This matting's real good for sand.
Well, this is a bit sandy, this stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, just broken down. Broken down bedrock and
yeah,
things like that. Surprised how much came out of that crevice actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I was up there digging around where some other blokes had followed right along the edge of a rock. Oh, they're going about 10 foot. Digging down beside the rock into the bank.
Yeah, there's a big speck of gold there, look. Look, a bit of material just gone over it. I've seen him there. He's disappeared now underneath the gravel.
Yeah, he'll be down on the bottom.
There's a nice looking speck of gold. There's another bit there, look. See it?
Oh yeah. See out the back over there? Second row down. I don't really be able to see it, but we'll have a look at them later.
That's a decent speck there too.
Good stuff.
That's a nice speck.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
Might not have been gold, it just moved down a bit. Keep feeding it away. I've got to stop dropping the material on the rocks. Probably dropping pickers.
Yeah, the heavy ones. What's the sort of matting is that, matey? What?
That's the dream mat.
Dream mat. Right. It'll be a dream if we get a big nugget in there.
I think we're dreaming.
Well, name a prospector that doesn't dream.
Yeah, well that's true.
You know, especially us part-time prospectors. Not like the blokes over Western Australia pulling out the big stuff with the metal detectors.
Oh yeah, geez, they do alright, eh? Let that clean itself out a bit. If you bog it up too much, it'll the gold will bounce down further,
top,
you know.
Alright, we'll wait until we
I can already see the gold.
Righto, we're going to clean the dream mat out now.
Yeah, under your little wing nut screw.
Yeah. There's a piece sitting there.
Yeah, there's a few up here as well.
Yeah.
You just pop him out. He's a bit stuck. I'll loosen him up a bit more. Pop that one out of there like that.
Yep.
Push it into there like that. Give him a wash off.
Yep.
And you just grab this one.
Invert it.
Yeah. And that's it.
Alright. And you get a hand to carry the bucket out. There's that much gold in it. Very good. When you put it all back together and ready for the next one.
Pretty much, right
there. Alright, that's where we're going, to another one now. Yeah. Bruce is taking us down to another spot. Alright. We'll pack up and go. Yeah, Blake's standing now, just going to pan off this bit of cons that he got, as you can see.
That's all the concentrates out of that.
From the bucket. From the bucket of dirt down to that, after it's been over the dream mat, is good. We just want to hope we got the dream nugget in there. Bit of colour there. Oh, here's some nice pieces, eh? Some beauties. It's worth that little dig. Any chunky ones, or are they all flat?
Nice and flat.
Yeah. Oh, very good, mate.
Marley, come here.
Well, we'll have a look at
Marley.
Leon's finds here. And yeah, there, look at that piece there. That's a beauty.
Oh, how sharp it is on the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a
he's
bad
got
little bit.
a little golden smile there, hasn't he? Beauty. Good on you, Leon. Yeah, Bruce is going to take us down to another spot now.
Yeah.
Apparently, what, there's some Chinese diggings down there, Bruce, was
Yeah,
there?
some old Chinese will camp on the hill down there.
Yeah,
on the
well,
corner.
it's worthwhile having a look.
Yeah, when you read about it, like if you get any literature on it, the 1800 guys used to sit there and pick out. That's a good way to lose it. Yeah, they used to sit there and pick out the gold with their knives on this bedrock.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah,
Oh, well, we'll go down and have a look and
that's it. Just
see
a
how
lot
we
of
go.
people have worked it, but
Yeah, as we
broke
do.
it into a few little cracks and things where you get 3 or 4 little nuggets like that out of
Yeah,
each crack.
oh, mate, I'll be happy to get one of those today. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I
Well,
haven't.
one day Leon was down there with his mate and they did really good.
Yeah,
Like I don't know how many little picker nugget, tiny micro nuggets we call them.
yeah. Yeah, mate, I'd be
Yeah,
happy
got
with
a
that.
heap, hey, and one real nice flat one.
Yeah.
I like the flat one. I'll try to buy it off them, but I didn't want to sell it.
Ah. Yeah. All right, we'll go down now. Well, we're moving downstream a bit. Bruce has taken us down here to another spot where apparently the Chinese were here first and they were picking the nuggets off the top of the bedrock. Here's what would have been good to be there in those days. Anyway, we'll go and see what we can come up with. Apparently there was a camp there of Chinese. I might even have a bit of relax from the bending over and with me back and do a bit of detecting just to see if I can find a China coin or something, mate. You never know your luck in the bush. Alright, we'll get there, I'll let you know. Well, I've come down here. Bruce has sort of stopped back up there on the bedrock. I've come down here and might have a bit of a scratch around here somewhere, like in that spot there. Someone else has been here digging, but I'll have a bit of a scratch in there and see if I can clean out a bit of that crevice there. See what we get. It's worth a try. Apparently he's got a couple of nuggets from down here, so it's beautiful down here, beautiful. Lovely little creek, isn't it? Yeah. Bloody beautiful. Alright, we'll see how we go. Well, I just dug down behind this rock here. I'm just going to clean up a bit more down in there. I've got one little speck on out of the sand. So I'll have a bit of a look down a bit further and get down a bit deeper and see if anything's better in there.
And a kick in the bum.
The young Blake's here, he's as keen as mustard, he is. I give up a while ago because my back's aching too much, but he's here fucking mining to China. He's sweeping it all out, going good. I just hope he gets something because no one else is.
Fuck, better.
Yeah.
I probably should do a pan to make sure I'm on the money.
Yeah, I would be bugged if I'd have dug all that without having a look. Anyway. Young blokes have got more energy than us old farts, eh?
Well, either that or we're just more silly.
Well, that's, I was going to think of that, but there's two of you and only one of me. Yeah. Anyway, you'll have a bit of a pan out in a minute and we'll see how crazy he's been or whether how smart he's been. Alright, I'll get back to you when he uncovers what he's got.
Come on, old Chinese, we need the coins now.
We've come up in here on the flats here above the workings to where the Chinese apparently had their camp. Looking around to see if we can come up with Chinese coin. There's a bit of a hole there and there's one over there where Bruce is sort of looking, but so far we've come up with a couple of iron nails and a bit of rubbish, but anyway, I thought I'd show you this flat area up here just above the creek where they apparently had their camp. Alright, I'll get back to you if I get something. Well, it's been a great day. Met some new mates and done a bit of prospecting in a new area I've never been to before. Didn't get much gold, a few specks, but you know, can't blame the blokes if they're not going to take a stranger to their best spots. Jeez, it's rough. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, they're not going to take strangers to their best spots, so yeah, it's just good to meet them, get to know them. We'll take them out to a spot where we know next and build up a friendship and see how we go. Alright, I better get two hands on this steering wheel here, otherwise I'm going to break a knuckle or a thumb or something. And be in pain a bit longer. Yeah. Alright, I'll shut it down now and head home.